Hi, welcome to the week that was. It's Sunday the 2nd of March. Janine's behind the camera today.
Hello.
Yes, Janine's very excited. She loves working the weekends when Tani's actually away. And so Tani's actually on holidays at the moment. So Janine is like, I love the weekend.
I do. Sunday Sanger days.
Yep, Sunday Sanger days. And Janine just said to me, Rangers don't come in as much on the weekend. I said, you better not have jinxed us, Janine.
Well, the weekend's over now.
Yes, thank goodness it's just about over. So we've had a bit of a funny week all week, hasn't it?
It was hectic.
Very hectic, and it's been hectic with strays. And unfortunately, a lot of those strays that have come in have been dump dogs. So it's just been very weird that we've just had all these dogs come in, and nearly every single one of them has a story to it, and you don't get to the bottom of it until you investigate. And sadly, a lot of them have been dumped by their own owners. Now, when people do that, I think they don't think there's consequences for their actions, but it's certainly a very costly exercise for people, isn't it, Janine?
Oh, it is. But they think they're going to a better place.
They think they're going to a better place, and then they don't understand why they've got fees, and then why they're in trouble, why they're going to cop some fines. If they lie on a statutory declaration, they might get charged with the New South Wales Police. You know, they still do it. Even though we've got warning signs out there, people think that they're going to take them to a vet or call the ranger, and they're going to get away with it. But, you know, we've had some that have come in through the rangers, and people actually have rang us to say, I know that dog. So these people that think that they're going to get away with it, it's a rude shock for them when we catch them out, isn't it, Janine?
Yes. Dee, you're very popular.
I'm very popular.
Yeah, aren't you?
I'm not very
Lots of people really love you.
There's a lot of people that really don't love me. And one such person this week actually assaulted me.
Yes, properly assaulted.
Actually physically put his hands on me and shoved me when he tried to tell me that a dog that we had here that was found actually about 25-30 minutes away from where they live, in a sports park, huddled up in a grandstand. Now, first thing he said was, I rehomed that dog 2 years ago. And I said, really? Could you explain the video of you with the dog in December? And it was at that moment he just grabbed me and shoved me. So now he's actually facing charges with New South Wales Police. And he'll also be looking at further action from RSPCA. We'll be getting RSPCA and a number of other departments involved in regards to a few things that we've uncovered. So not the smartest move. We also had a Kelpie come in, didn't we? And she was beautiful.
Very.
We've had her puppies here before.
Yes.
And they left those too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep,
They didn't know them.
to rehome those.
Yeah.
But Neptune was actually taken to a vet. She was found roaming and taken to a vet. When the vet called them, they said, yes, we're going to come and get the dog at 1:30. By 2:30, they called rangers to say, look, you know, the owner hasn't come forward. We can't hold. Can you come and get the dog? When our ranger actually called them, he actually said, yeah, I left the dog. And he said, right, well, you can expect a phone call from Dee. So I did call him, and I said, do you want to tell me what's going on with Neptune? He said, yeah, I took it to the RSPCA last week to surrender her, but they said no. So I took her home to the old house, tied her up, and moved out. He said, I knew that she'd get off eventually from her tie point, and that's what happened. And I think by the time we found her, it was day 4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that.
That's just horrible.
And she's beautiful. She tested well with every animal.
She did.
She was
tested very
wonderful
well.
with everything.
Great personality, and we have lodged an RSPCA cruelty report because He not only admitted it to me, he admitted it to the ranger what he did, and as such, RSPCA are now pursuing that matter as well. Thankfully, we have managed to come up with a solution for Little Miss Neptune because our 6 kennels here are full.
Yes.
We've got 7 or 8 dogs in our 6-bay allocation at the moment. Thankfully, one of our kennels can be doubled up and split down the middle. So, you know, we were sort of having to scramble very quickly at what we could do for Miss Neptune. And thank you to a rescue group that has actually stepped forward and has taken her for us. So, but we'll mention her in our rescue saves. Another little dog that we also had come in was Happy Jack, which quite a few of you would be aware of Happy Jack because we've done a fundraiser for him, and I will talk about that one next. Happy Jack's was actually dragged through the house and handed over to rangers and as a stray, and it turns out he wasn't a stray at all. We had information that he'd been living there for quite some time. So, you know, these are the things that just keep happening to animals. And I think our most saddest one as well is little Lucy.
Oh, Lucy.
So little Lucy was actually found on the riverbank.
Which a lot of people would have seen.
A lot of people would have seen that. If you're from our area, you would have seen the post, but Janien will actually include it in the post today. That she was found, and some kind people took her home for the night until we opened the next day. They brought her in. Lucy was microchipped. And so it was quite easy for me to contact the person. At first it wasn't because the phone number was disconnected. So I think some people bank that the contact details are no longer valid anymore. That doesn't stop me, does it, Janine?
No! You like a challenge?
I love a challenge. So anyway, I eventually found that microchip donor who then informed me who has had the dog for the last 5 years. When we contacted him, he was a little bit shocked that we were contacting him. Here's the kicker. He said, oh, she went missing about 2 weeks ago. I think she was stolen. I said, but sir, you haven't reported her. We record all thefts and missing animals. No. Look, they've probably dumped her because she's a pain in the bum. And I said, well, okay, we've got her here. He said, yeah, okay, I'll come and get her. He said, you better put some gloves on because she's gross. We thought, oh my gosh. So anyway, I wasn't here when he came, and he told the staff that she's a very ugly dog, and whoever obviously had her dumped her because she's a pain in the bum. John was telling me this as we were driving home, and I just thought, no, something's not right here. No, she's in a terrible condition. She was riddled with fleas. She had scabs and wounds all over her back.
Sorry, I wasn't here that day either. So did he actually take her home?
He did actually take her home and then brought her back.
Oh, okay.
Because when I gave him the opportunity, I rang him up and I said, sir, if you don't want Lucy, I'd love to have her. We can take her as a surrender. I didn't have kennel space, but something didn't feel right to me. And so I think it's a bit like what I said last week, that I'll always do what's right, not what's easy. And the right thing in my heart and my head was screaming at me, get her back. So we did. We got her back. He jumped at the chance, and we shaved her virtually to the bone.
She was so small then you could have put her in the cattery.
100%.
She was
so
tinier than some of the cats.
We shaved her. We noticed a lot of scabby, pussy wounds on her. She was riddled with fleas, but she had like a little bit of an arch on her back, and when we looked at her nails were actually under, going back into her paws. So no wonder she couldn't walk because he rang me a couple of times during the night and said she's dying or she needs to be euthanized, there's something wrong with her. I can tell you, the moment I cut those nails and put her on that ground, she could walk. She was walking perfectly fine. You know, there's sometimes, you know, you can't always take the easy way out and think, yep, not my problem. This girl needed our help. Now, we've sent her down to a beautiful rescue that we deal with a lot, and that's Monica's Doggy Rescue. And Monica has told me that the vets have found some major health issues with the girls. So I don't know what they are yet, but they're actually having a look, running some tests, and I'm sure Monica will tell me when she knows more. But thank God I went with a gut feeling and got her back.
Because she wasn't ugly.
She was not.
She was a mess. She just needed a clean up.
Yes. Now, a little Maltese cross Shih Tzu puppy, I bet you it was just, everybody would have been oohing and gar-garing over her because she would have been the cutest little thing. 11 years on, that dog wasn't ugly.
No.
She had a brilliant personality.
She was so friendly.
So friendly, so loving. And you know what? She's a fighter.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that girl is a fighter.
She scrubbed up pretty good.
She did. So Beck actually helped me groom her, bathed her, and and we'll put a picture of her and Beck's arm, and you can see how small she is.
Tiny.
After she was all tidied up. So yeah, that's our dumpings.
Hello, what are you doing? It's Sunday.
It's Sunday Sangers. We're making some chicken burgers today for the doggos. So we thought, let's do something a little bit different. How much mayo are you putting on them?
I know that first one looks yum.
Well, you usually like to sample. I've got a different video today, so she might like to sample.
Do you like to sample,
Oh,
Janien?
I love chicken, lettuce, and mayonnaise. I think
We got
chicken
no
cheese and mayonnaise will do.
Chicken, cheese and mayo.
I haven't had lunch. I saved.
Actually, I have cooked us an extra some for us guys. Hey, look,
What are they, the tops to that?
just put it on each of them.
Everyone?
Just do
You
it.
just whinged about me putting too much on.
Now I'm whinging
Now
that
you
you're
tell me
being...
to put it on.
Poor Dawn. She just never can get it right.
She's like slip, slop, slap.
Near enough's good enough.
That's right, the dogs
Don't
aren't
say that
gonna, the
to
dogs
her.
aren't going to care, they're just going to like give me a
She
food.
just misses
I missed one completely.
She just misses one. It's fine.
Should go.
Hello, Grumbly.
Did you see that?
I don't know if I caught it. I don't know if I've got evidence.
Hope you did. Because she'll use it against me.
Did we see it, Grumbles?
Grumbles can smell chicken.
Come on, move along.
Oh no.
If somebody watching the video, tell them what this is.
It's Jenny Turner. Oh!
Lovely dancing.
We'll have to cut up a couple small. Ooh, it's gonna be Jenny.
Sorry, she's very busy. Nice music backdrop.
I'm almost scared for when two greyhounds
Oh.
Just let
Get-
them in.
get set, yeah, get wind of chicken burgers.
Oh,
Chicken and
no.
cheese burgers.
Those schnitzels are good looking.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
They are good.
they're definitely human quality.
Well, that's what Sunday Singers is all about, is giving them that true treat that...
This
that
is
I
only
never
my
get.
third Sunday Singers I've actually seen in person though.
These done.
Yeah.
Gonna get puffed.
Try and save the crunchier ones for Janien, whoever.
How do you know Janine likes crunchy?
Janine, do you like crunchy?
I like any.
So she won't call you Miss Goody like she calls you.
Oh, I haven't seen her read anything.
I've
You're
had
the one that sneaks it all.
Do not. I taste test.
We've got your video. We've got the evidence. The proof is in the pudding, mate.
Gee, you had every little saying then, Don.
It smells so good.
Definitely be eating some then.
No?
Not you for diet.
See how
Never.
she throws that back in our face, Janine?
Janine's always eating rapid food.
I know.
Shape.
But I like it. I like it.
All right. Well, we're nearly ready, so we'll be out in the kennels in a minute.
See you later.
Well, it's Sunday Singers. We're ready to go. We've got chicken breast, cheese, mayo. The mayo definitely doesn't have anything toxic because John and I spent a great deal of time checking. Some of it has garlic, some don't.
Mayo, yeah.
Yeah, we were very surprised by that.
Colton, he knows.
Gonna start with
All
cold.
right, we may as well go with Colton. Sorry, Libby, I'll put yours there.
Oh, cheese. Teasing poor Libby.
Alrighty.
Colton.
Sit down, Colton. You ready?
Born ready.
Oh, it's chicken and cheese.
Still warm. That is cheese. That's okay, what to do. Yes, Libby, I know, she's a tease.
Oops.
Oh, we're having a shocker.
Once he gets the taste of it, he'll be right.
He hasn't had any chicken yet. Oh.
Oh,
You're very close, darling.
there we go.
Well,
Is that good?
I think it's still so warm. It's like, oh. Yeah, it's good now. Oh my goodness, snorting tiny, Cleo.
Oh, yeah, we got it now.
All right, we're away.
Look at his little tail. Oh, how's that?
He's like, that one's not cut up for me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
I got a bit slack.
Yeah. This little one watching, she's like, come on. Oh, good boy, Carl.
Okay, we have to keep moving, bud.
Yeah, we're running late today, aren't we?
We are running very late today,
Listen to me like I know.
but we have good reason to, haven't we?
Yes, it's been a good day.
We've been doing some meet and greets.
Oh,
Okay.
now, so Dee likes to put it in front of the next dog to tease them. Yeah, that's lovely.
It's like it's coming. Okay, Libby. Libby.
Little cutie.
Oh, what is this, Liv?
Oh, that's bigger than her mouth.
I know.
She wants it. she can handle it.
Oh, look at their little tails.
Yeah, she's, yeah.
I think I might have had to cut these
Bit smaller.
quarters into quarters.
She is teeny. And you got teenier further up.
I know.
Yours is coming. She's having a good go at it though.
Yep. Yep.
I think when we come back it'll be all gone.
There you go.
Woohoo! Oh, Colton's finished.
Colton, you just had some, bud.
He's finished now. Yours is coming, darling. You're coming, Cleo.
You're next. Okay.
Unfortunately, you've got a little dog beside you that's slower.
Okay. That's Miss Libby. Now we've got Leo.
You're going big, little, big, little.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Good start.
Oh, she's dissecting.
Oh, please hand feed me. I'm a lady. Oh my goodness. This was a bit let down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Dee's just filling you up there
I am.
so a lady can eat slower.
You go, darling. Good girl. Okay. Gotta keep moving.
Excuse me.
Oh gosh, now we've got to.
Who put that there? Who put that there?
Okay.
Did you do that, Don?
Yeah.
Oh, we blaming Dee and you're doing it now.
Okay.
Oh, our new cute
This
new
is
guy.
little Theo,
Who's adorable.
little dachshund cross foxy. Ooh, he's loving it.
We put a sneak peek up on him. He's up.
Do you
He's-
ever take notice of their tails? How they all?
Oh, look at it go
wag?
now.
They all wag.
But his speeds up
I'm
really
not
badly.
sure if Scooby and Kevin's do because they just knock me flying.
Yeah, inhale. Every time you put your hand down, he wags really fast. It's like a speed up.
I've just heard a burp come from over that kennel.
Oh no, there's a little
lost
bit
her
out.
crest.
Oh, no.
Don, save her.
Maybe it wasn't a burp. Maybe it was a grunt.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. Back to you, little man. He's doing all right for a little fella.
Isn't he?
Look at his little legs. All funny shaped.
What happened to your legs?
They're all bent funny and got lots of wrinkles. Roly
Good
polies.
boy.
He's gorgeous.
Okay, Theo.
Are you ready now, Dee?
Oh, God, don't
Here
tell
they
me.
are.
Oh, no.
And they're ready.
I reckon it's Don's turn to...
Oh, Don.
I reckon it's Janine's turn.
Oh no, I'm video. I'm behind the camera. Don, come on. Poor Scooby, listen to him. Scooby's losing his mind.
Okay. I'll need one more switch.
I swear they never got fed.
I know. We don't feed them until every Sunday.
I suppose these ones have been here long enough Sunday saying it's this.
Yeah, they do.
We get something good every Sunday when everyone's out
Okay.
on their kennel.
Look at just, yeah, look at that. They're lucky they got that nose. They can just go through the hole so easy.
I know. I'm thinking it's safer for me.
Yeah. They have no issue.
Is that good?
Oh, Scooby!
Scooby!
Oh, you're not coming fast enough.
Alrighty.
Oh, Scooby!
Okay. it? Do you
It's
want
gone.
another one?
Oh, gone.
Oop.
Oh, I don't even have time to get in there
Let me go that side.
with Scooby. Still now. Coming in again. Oh, camera
Oh.
oh, that's what happens when you eat too fast.
Slow down. Good. We're halfway through.
Nice close up.
Yeah. So we've got some impound dogs here. So this will be their first Sunday sangers.
And they look keen already.
Here's Taz.
Taz looks like he already knows what it's about.
Certainly knows
Taz, do you watch YouTube, do you?
what she's grabby grab. Okay, sit down, Taz.
Ooh, yummy, 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 yum. Taz has no issues. Oh, yes, he does.
Oh.
A bit of a
Shoo.
Scooby moment. He's such a pretty boy.
He is such a good looking dog. There you go.
Oh, Dipper's a bit of a Scooby here. Hey, buddy.
All right, now this is our boy Dippet. We'll talk about him in our week that was. Such a beautiful boy.
So gorgeous.
Would you like that?
He would. Oh, it's pretty gentle.
Look at that melted cheese.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes, please. He licked a bit of it.
Yeah. Good boy.
Your next superstar, Happy Jack.
Our happy Jack boy. We will also talk about what's going on with him.
Yep. He knows what Sunday singers are already. He's got butter on his nose now.
Have you got butter on your nose? Actually, I think it's melted cheese.
Oh, is it? Oh, even better for later. Oh, you're just going to collect.
Yeah. He just needs to get the taste.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Did Dee not cut it up properly again?
Maybe next time we need to cut an extra half.
Yeah, even these big
Yeah, I
fellas.
think I might have to do the quarters when it's these type of things.
Well, the chicken's pretty thick.
It was delicious though. Janien and I did try
We
some,
did.
didn't we?
Hey, we did get Don to have a mouthful.
Probably wouldn't be good to do quarters with Scooby.
They can just have a whole sandwich.
Oh, I'm not doing quarters with Scooby and Kevin.
Unless you drop and run.
I'll be throwing and run.
Oh, listen to that last little desperate. Oh, you're so gentle and beautiful. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
I know, he's got a good collection going.
He has. What's your darling? What's your? There you go.
Oh, happy Jack.
I think I made extra because of the small dogs. I've
Oh.
made extra because I've just allocated X amount of dogs times 2. So
I'm going on this side.
okay. This is little Pixie. Pixie came into us not very well. She was picked up from a vet. She's quite skinny. You can see her ribs. You can see her spine. She had gastro. She was drooling. So we have been taking very extra precautions in regards to her.
But she can smell Sunday singers.
So I'm just not going to open because we've got her in quarantine. So unfortunately, yeah, we're just going to have to probably just film her.
There we go.
You can see her ribs and everything.
Yeah, she's desperate for that.
Yeah, so we'll get all this into her. but when John and I deal with her or any of the staff, we are gowning up at the moment. We did run a parvo test on her yesterday, which was negative, thank goodness. But she is actually on our watch list at the moment. Okay. So Dawn, because I've touched her kennel, do you want to feed?
I'm filming you getting up.
Sick? Oh girl. All right. So we have six halves. I reckon.
I'm going to
He's
add
still
on the
growing,
oldest
so we'll
here.
leave him. Dip it.
Oh,
Maybe one.
you've still got plenty to eat. Dip it.
Yep, Dippet's loving it.
Yes, and I can see someone
And I
else
think
desperate.
Taz has got his tail wagging.
He's like, give it.
Yeah, I made the same mistake.
Yes, Dippet's very gentle. Taz not so much.
One for Scooby, one for Kev, one for Cleo, and Colton. She's still got, Livy's still got some left as well.
Really?
So there's
Dawn.
good boy, Colton.
Couldn't even see him in that darkness.
There's Cleo.
No, close up.
Oh, she pulls it to the ground.
Okay, crazy boy.
Waiting for you, Dawn, up here.
They make kind of extra sandwich.
Oh, gentle as then, wasn't he?
He was. Not as hungry now. I don't know about Scooby.
All right, and that's Sunday Singers.
Yay! Show us yours, Dawn.
Yeah.
Yay! You're supposed to look at the camera when you show it.
Janine's hoping that I don't talk too long because she just said to me, my arms are sore from
I know.
hanging on, and she said she got the bit of the wobble.
I do apologise because every now and then you'll see this. The camera will vibrate. That's me wiggling.
I guess that's a cue for me to hurry up and finish, maybe.
Oh, when I do this.
Yeah. So this week we had some sick animals come in, and one of them we had to track. As I've been telling you guys, I've been putting wild bird seed out for all the birds, and we've had some corellas and cockatoos and pigeons and magpies and some plovers.
And glass.
And what?
Glass.
And of course, the
Pretty
glass.
glass.
So anyway, I noticed that one was sitting on the ground, and I thought, oh my gosh, it doesn't look very well.
It was a corella, wasn't it?
It was a corella, yeah. So anyway, I came back inside, went out to go find it. It had gone. And I thought, oh no. The very next day, I went back out to check the food and stuff, and he was in the tree above the feeding station. And I said to Don and Janine, we need to catch the bird because it's not well. And so anyway, armed with our nets, we went out, and as it went to take off, I caught it mid-air and we got it to a vet. Like, we rang wires and they said to us, look, could you take it down to the vet for me? And I said, no problem at all. So I raced down to the vets. And while I was there, the vet said to me, oh, Dee, we're so glad to see you. We've got 2 strays here and they're both unmicrochipped. And I thought, no, I want to go somewhere and find strays.
Yeah.
So anyway, they said to me, we've called the ranger, we're waiting on the ranger. And I said, okay, let me have a look at them in case I recognise them. Walk into the back section and I went, I actually think I know where these dogs are from. I said, do you want some good news or some good news? And they said, okay, what is it? I said, they're from a parvo household. The last 2 dogs that came in they bypassed us because they were sick. They went straight to RSPCA vet clinic. Both of them ended up resulting in parvo. Both ended up dying at RSPCA due to parvo. I said, I'm pretty sure those dogs are identical to those dogs. So I said, give me 5 minutes. So I went up, And lo and behold, before I even got up the stairs or to go and see the guy, he's walking into the car park. And I said, can I just show you some photos? And he said, oh, you've got Boss and Gypsy. I said, yes I do. They're down at the vet clinic. Come get your dogs, mate. I'm going to do a free microchip for you. So thankfully, we were able to get them home, because we always panic when we get dogs from parvo households, obviously, because we're always a lot of the times quite full. Even though on Sunday Sundays you guys don't see that many dogs, it's not like that during the week, is it?
No,
Janine?
they've come and gone.
They come and go. It's nothing for me and Janine to be releasing 7-8 dogs a day.
Yeah, the last week we had like 10 come in
Yeah,
and go.
I think it was 11 on one
Yeah,
day.
yeah, there was that one
Yeah,
day. It was
and
just...
so, you know, we work really hard to get them home. And so anyway, thankfully with the help of East Maitland Vets, we were able to chip it at the vet clinic. I always carry microchips in my car, so that if I ever come across dogs in the field that I do a scan and we find the owner, we can chip them if, you know, because Janine and I watch Facebook quite carefully, don't we?
We stalk Facebook.
We often keep an eye out on the lost and found site, so it's quite common sometimes when we will go out to scan a dog and we think, oh, we know who the owner is because it's on Facebook.
Yes.
So I carry chips and a scanner in my car with leads and food and everything else, and just in those situations. So I was able to do 2 free microchips for him and get them home, and that saved coming in. Our other little sicky girl was the one in Sunday Singers. We've named her Little Pixie. She's quite tiny.
She's adorable.
We think she might be sort of maybe like a foxy cross staffy. She had gastro at the vets, no microchip, quite skinny, been running around.
She was all over Facebook too.
She was all over Facebook, but it was people who had sighted her.
Yes.
There was one person commenting, where is she? And our hearts sank, didn't it, Janine? Because
Knew that name.
he brought us a dog once with parvo, and a second dog he brought here ended up being found miles away from home, roaming in the bush area. So my heart sank, and I have left a message for him to call me back, and he hasn't bothered, has he?
No, he hasn't
No.
returned your call.
I'll have to follow that up,
Oh,
Janine.
job tomorrow. Oh, even tonight.
I never stopped, did I? No.
That's like when you went to drop that bird off and you were gone for quite a while. I thought, oh, she's found another mission.
I have. They just seem to find me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can be at dinner and somebody will come to me with something, and then I'm on another mission.
Yes.
I'm on another saga. But this little girl came in, and when the vet handed it over her to the rangers, they said to her, "Oh my God, tongue-tied." They said to the ranger, "This little girl has diarrhea." That's always a warning sign, because obviously we're still in parvo season. She reeked. It was really bad. By the time she
I didn't
got
get to
us,
smell her.
Oh, you're lucky.
I stayed away when I heard she reeked.
Oh, you're lucky. The ranger and I were like, oh, and then Don walked over and went, oh, what's that smell? And I went, so I said, gown up. Let's take some, no, it wasn't Don, it was actually Brioni, I think. Brioni walked over.
You and Don yesterday worked
she
with
had
her.
the smell yesterday, but it's gotten better today. But anyway, she was drooling. And I said to Brioni, gown up, Brioni, because let's just be very cautious.
They are all the signs, aren't they?
They
of
are the
parvo?
signs. Drooling. She's quite skinny. You can see her
She's very
ribs.
skinny.
So when parvo dogs get sick, they don't eat. They lose weight pretty quick too as well.
And you'll see on Sunday Singers, she has an appetite.
She has got an appetite. And I did do a parvo test on her, which is negative. But in our experience, you can do a parvo test today, and she might say negative today, but she might be incubating, and the first sign might come up in a few days.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
My belly is sticking out.
she's patting her belly like this, and I'm thinking,
I just
is
noticed.
something sticking out of me? Or
Oh, sorry,
she's just trying to pat her belly down.
Yeah.
So we've had to take some severe precautions, and it's really hard when you're in a very full facility. Staff have to gown up, put gum boots on, glove up. You'll see me and Don where we're actually administering, oh my God, where my tongue today, Scalebound to stop the diarrhea. I mean, the first thing you've got to do when your dog's got diarrhea is to stop it, because otherwise they can dehydrate. And if it doesn't firm up, then we know we've got something serious going on. Thankfully today it is starting to firm up with her, but every time we have any interaction with her, it's a major gown up, boot up, glove up. And that's just the things that you have to deal with in an impound facility. It's not so straightforward like everybody thinks. I mean, we get a lot of broken animals here, mentally and physically, that we have to put back together. And, you know, she's on our parvo watch. So, you know, I won't be taking my eyes off that girl at all. First time that she goes down, she'll be at the vets to get a fighting chance.
A large dog sign. Well, that's
I want to talk about Happy Jack. Now, so many of you guys rallied to help us with Happy Jack, and we were all set to get him in for surgery, but something serious has happened with Happy Jack. We don't think it's going to be a very easy operation at the moment. What transpired is that Don noticed something on her rounds with Happy Jack. So obviously the hypospadia was to take his shaft, put it back into his body, into the sack, stitch it all up, and that should have been the end of it. The problem that happened recently, 2 days ago, on Friday afternoon, Don was standing near Happy Jack when he weed, and his wee came out the back end. Now his shaft is underneath him, facing forward. If his wee was coming out of his shaft, it should have went down to the ground or between his legs. It actually came out from behind, and we have got a video of that so that we can show the vet. Now, we called the vets Friday afternoon and said, look, this is the situation. It's now a lot more serious. It means that his plumbing, it's not going to be a quick fix. So we don't know where we're at the moment, but the $1,700, that's not even going to come close for what he now needs. So we are going to keep that fundraiser going. Please share it for us, please. We anticipate the cost is going to be in the thousands now for him. And you can see how beautiful that dog is. He's worth fighting for. No dog should be put down because of a medical issue. Now, we'll put the video up, we'll show you. We might actually do a new post actually and put it up. But thank you for those who have donated. Please share it. We've got a long way to go because that boy, we don't know if he's even going to have to be turned into a girl now.
Like Rover.
Yeah, like Rover from the farm. It's very good potential that they may have to amputate his penis and reroute his plumbing since it's already coming out from the back end. So as soon as we know more, we'll tell you more. But he's doing okay. guys, but here we're often used as we are often a PLP. And for those who do not know what a PLP is, it's a public leaning post. So that means animals sit on you, they lean up against you. I went to my daughter's recently for my granddaughter's birthday, and while I was there, her cat, I was sort of snuggled on the lounge watching my granddaughter open her presents. Next thing you know, her cat Fudgy jumps up and just PLPs me. Dippet, the little boy from the grandstand, you go into his kennel, he just climbs on board. All fours, just wants to sit on you.
And he's not little.
He's not little.
The little boy is not
But
little.
you know what? I think it's such an honour when they feel they love you so much that they can climb on board and want to lean into you and be that little bit more closer. So tell us your PLP.
And
if you've got one.
don't feel embarrassed because I didn't. I said to Dee, "What is a PLP?" I haven't heard that term before.
Yeah, public leaning post.
Yeah, obviously missed that boat.
So that's a PLP. Scared. He's a very, very frightened little boy, aren't you? So sweet though. But we do believe he's been dumped. And you can see that he's quite thin. You can see actually all his spine. You can feel his spine actually. You can see all the bones protruding. And his ribs. Not as bad as some dogs that come in, but he's certainly, definitely lean. Not too bad. Watch this space. Okay guys, that's about the week that was.
So we're doing a happy, sad, and frustrated.
Yes.
Where are you going first?
What do you want to do first?
Frustrated, because that's fun.
The frustrating? I think my frustrating is when people ring us up and they're inquiring about our animals and they get frustrated with us because we can't always answer all their questions. And that happened this week, didn't it, Janien?
It was hysterical listening
But
to this
she
with Dee.
also, she rang us twice, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she didn't like Dee's answer, so she rang me later.
So what was the question that I frustrated her?
Dee, do these terrier dogs swim?
Do they go swimming?
Do they swim?
Do they like to swim?
Yeah.
Can it swim?
Can it? They're just swimming.
Yeah, and I said to her, well, unfortunately, a lot of our strays come in and we don't really get to know them. We don't really have a swimming pool here. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you if the dog would like swimming. Well, she wasn't happy about that, was she?
No, she said, what sort of terriers are they? I'll have to Google it, whether they like swimming.
Yes. And I said to Janine, okay, Janine, after she got off the phone, I said, Janine, remind me to send a memo to Maitland Council.
Yeah, Maitland Council, step up.
Asking them if they can close the public swimming pool for one day so we can take our dogs down, let them, throw them in the pool, let them see if they
See who can swim.
See if they can swim for their BAs. And I was just like...
I did also go and ask Dawn. I said, Dawn, the two little dogs, the lady would like to know if they could swim. Could you please test them? You can only imagine my reply that I got from Dawn.
But she was genuinely upset
Oh, she
with
was
me.
not Dee. She was not happy. Dee did
didn't
not
even-
know this
No.
answer. What sort of person are you, Dee?
I think she more or less said that.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
How could you not know?
Yeah,
if
what
they
sort of
like
dog
to go
rescue are
swimming?
you? Yeah.
And I was sort of a bit dumbfounded, and I said, "Oh, thank you very much." And about, it might have been half an hour
Yeah, it
later,
was a little while later.
Janine takes another
Oh
phone call.
dear.
Do you have any small dogs?
Yeah.
Janine goes through the
Spiel.
spiel. Yes, we've got 2 small dogs. Mind you, I said we've got 2 small dogs.
Yeah.
What are they? Terriers and a little mini foxy type thing. Jack Russell Cross. Janine says exactly the same things as me. Janine gets the next question. Do they like to go swimming? And I'm sitting there pointing at Janine going, it's her, it's her.
Yeah, I think I said, oh, I think you may have rung us already. And then she asked, oh, where can I see them? And she had gone through that with Dee as well.
Yes.
Pet Rescue Central Coast. But to me, I got, oh, thank you so much for being helpful. Dee was...
I virtually got a mouthful about not knowing.
No, that's right.
So
but I was so helpful.
So that's my frustrating.
And now, Dee, what is your sad for this week?
My sad
Ooh,
is...
it's almost angry.
It's almost anger.
Picking that up.
Yeah. It is what people do to roaming pets. Now, there is no need for people to be cruel to a pet that has escaped its yard or is roaming. Now, we had an elderly staffy come in here that was up near a shopping centre. And people were actually kicking the dog because she had sat down near the door. Now, I think she was 14 years old.
She was old and never ever gets out.
Never
Lives
gets
inside
out,
a house.
And she was panting pretty heavily because she's an old dog.
Yeah.
She's roamed away. She's headed towards the shop, sat down to probably catch a breather. And there are people kicking this elderly dog. And this gentleman, who's not even from the area, finds her, brings her over and says, you know, this is what I saw them doing. When he went to help the dog, one guy abused him and he said, it's not even my dog. I'm just helping the dog stop hurting her. So that was one case. The second one I've just seen on Facebook is there's a picture of a cat on a fence. Now, we know that cats frustrate people.
Yep.
But in this post, the person who posted it anonymously said, do something about the cat, otherwise they were going to drop it off to a local bakery.
Yes.
So it ended up in a pie. There's no need for that.
That's insulting because they said which pie shop too.
100%.
I was like, oh, that's having a
my-
go
and
at...
that- and
Yeah,
that's my
that's
favourite
yours.
page,
What are you
my
insinuating
pie
about this, pie shop?
I know. But it was just frustrating that people can go to that next level and be so cruel.
But they do it anonymously too now on Facebook.
They do. Yeah, they do. But what people don't know is I can screenshot that and I can contact an admin.
Admins.
And they will tell us who put that post up, because if anything happens to that animal, I actually screenshot where people say they're going to hurt an animal.
Yeah.
I screenshot it. Janine saves it on her
Oh
computer.
yeah. I'm always texting Dee with my
Yeah.
photos.
She'll send me something. Look at this, and then I'm straight on it.
Because I know Dee's here 24/7 looking and working.
Yeah. And if anything happens to that animal, I will actually take things further.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, I will get police and RSPCA involved, because there is no need for animal cruelty.
No. And that poor old dog, she'd never escaped before. Her people were horrified
They were mortified.
to know she'd been out and, because she never gets
Even
out.
when I called them, they thought she was in the backyard.
Yeah.
So for some reason, she'd gotten out. And they were mortified, and they were so upset that she'd been...
Yeah.
That dog doesn't know that sort of...
It's not a dog that was always roaming or doing anything.
And she wouldn't even know about being abused. She
No.
was very much loved.
Yeah, she was,
That's really frustrating and horrible.
Yeah, I think people presuming, you're always here, which is no excuse.
No, even if it is.
Yes, it's no excuse, but that's,
Keep
people's
your hands
minds.
and your feet to yourself.
Yeah, because the next thing you could get bitten.
Oh, yeah.
And then the
imagine
dog's,
that.
and then the dog's facing euthanasia.
Imagine that. Kick the dog turns around and bites you, you deserve it, but suddenly the dog's been
Yeah,
euthanized
that's
because
right.
it's been involved in a dog
Yeah,
attack.
exactly.
Not nice,
No,
not cool.
no. Finally, happy Dee. What's happy Dee?
Happy is great.
Happy is great.
Okay, so I'm going to start with our rescues. I'm going to do it back to front because there's a bit of a story about one of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
So our rescue saves this week is Lucy.
Little Lucy.
Little Lucy that was down at the riverbank.
Mm-hmm.
She went to Monica's,
Yep.
which was lovely. We also had a little dog called Marley surrendered.
Ooh, Marley.
He was a stunner, a little
Cavalier.
cavalier. Unfortunately, it was a divorce situation. And so also went to Monica's.
Yeah.
And then of course Neptune, our little
Yes.
girl that was tied up, left behind in a vacant property. She also went to Monica's. So thank you so much to Monica from Monica's Doggy Rescue at Ingleside. They were amazing, sent Brenda up and off they went to rescue. Adoption wise, we had Fisher, our little cat, and
little
Fisher
champagne.
actually was adopted by people that have adopted Tootsie Roll from us. So another returning adoption parent. So that's really lovely. Our last adoption is Dobby. Now, Dobby was actually helping out another facility. They got to capacity. We had actually organised a rescue group to take Dobby. But before the rescue group could come and collect, we found him a permanent home. He didn't even need to go into rescue because one lady took one look at Dobby.
Oh my God, she was in love.
On the post, because I said to the girls, just put him up as a sneak peek and we'll see how we go. One lady drove from Sydney.
Yes.
He was perfect. Sat beside her, did nothing wrong.
He was smitten with her.
Smitten. She brought her daughter and her dog.
Who was a bit feisty.
Bit feisty. Both, but went very well.
Dobby was so sweet though with everything.
Absolutely. And so Dobby got himself adopted. I then had to ring the rescue group and say, Dobby's gone, but would you consider replacing it with a dippet or something?
Oh, dippet's stunning.
So yes, they are going to be looking to see if they can take dippet for us. So yeah, we've had, I think Janine, that's a high five because that's 5 again. And guys, that is the week that was.
Yay.
Bye for now.
Bye.